Listen. Jalil Major Hackett is back at it. As DC's finest, back in the building with the energy that we love. I'm very excited for this young man. He's bringing that energy. Man, I think that Jalil, man, he's a throwback fighter, man. People might say it's premature. He modeled himself after one of my favorite fighters, Earl Spence. He is a relentless body puncher. He don't cut no cards. He's straightforward, and a man that young, to have that mindset, man, it's like he almost seems like he's beyond his years in age. And I like what Eddie is doing. I do give Eddie a lot of criticism. I call it straight down the middle when it comes down to Eddie. But he's doing a wonderful job with Jalil. Jalil is part of the Boxing Dads and Sons, in which you don't see Mr. Hackett doing all of the salaciousness, man. He's putting his son in position. He puts him around people. He had him over there with TMT. They got out of that, just like Richardson Hitchens, man. And it's Brooklyn and DC. Stand up. I love the energy. I love the opportunity. When I was looking at the press conference with Jalil, he said, "Listen, man, when you called me up and you told me going to Puerto Rico, I'm like, let's go. You told me I was fighting a Puerto Rican. I was like, let's go." And I'm like, Jalil Hackett, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gets me excited because I would consider him part as being the salt of boxing right now, as far as this next generation, man. He's not gonna talk a whole lot of craziness. He's gonna say his little piece, but he's straightforward. There's no cut cards with Jalil, man. DC all around, man. I'm just proud of him for representing the city the way he does, man, because not many represent like that. Our national, our national little, or you want to say state symbol is the crab, and a lot of times we tend to be crabs in a barrel. Not Jalil, man. A consummate professional. He just had a Pete Dobb. He showed out on the undercard of Boots the last time. Now he's on the undercard of Richardson Hitchens. So I'm pulling for DC and I'm pulling for Brooklyn. I'm asking y'all to stand up. I'm asking y'all to show up, show out. I look at their faces, man. Right now, we're not at the weigh-in yet, but I look at their faces. They both slim. Jalil came out there with the boonie cap, and the shades, man. I'm like, look at the young man. I'm just happy, man. I don't know if you can tell, but I look for Jalil to do his job. He's fighting Jose Vasquez. He's 13-1. He didn't get stopped in that fight. He has about a 46% knockout rate. Now this guy is 6'2" with a 72-inch arm reach. Jalil Hackett, he's no shorty either. He's 5'11". I'm pretty sure I think he's like a 74-inch arm reach. And what I see, man, with a guy of that frame and Jose Vasquez, with the type of fighter Jalil is, he's a brutalizer. He will brutalize you. He just hit kind of hard. I think he got surprising, but I think it's stunning power. But the thing is, he do that body work. That's the big thing. He does that body work, and I look for him to get to that torso, beat that body up, and whether he stopped the guy or not, I'm not sure. I'm looking for him to show, another level this time, make an adjustment, much like he probably could have did with Pete Dobb when he just brutalized Pete Dobb. I think this is going to be a different fight, man, because he's in Puerto Rico. He wants to show up. He wants to make a name. He wants to continue to make a name and show that, he's the rising star. Eddie believes in him. This is one of the guys that Eddie got behind, and he's pushing him, and I can't say anything bad about that. So I'm looking for these two guys, Jalil Major Hackett and Richardson Africa Hitchens, to do their thing. Let me know in my comment section what you think about this, man. Will you be tuning in? Who do you got in this fight? If you know much about Jose Vasquez, I looked through his resume. I didn't see many names, but his name sounds familiar. He's 13-1, so right. He's not a beginner, but Puerto Rican guy. And I just look forward to those two fights, man. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to Bodywork Boxing. But we don't take things for face value. We do that body work.